can't find a way to show how I feel. Sitting in the park in the dark on a field, tried to be the man with a plan that would stick, but I'm caught up in a wish that time can never heal.
What up, this is Riyality, Central Soldiers Entertainment, here in Pickering, Ontario, 905. So yeah, I started making music when I was around 19 years old. I was going to school at Durham College. While I was there, I started a radio show. It was a hip-hop radio show. Did with my buddy Killa Khan. Shout out to him, actually. And yeah, we were just getting as many local artists to come in, and like, you know, I was making music on the side. I was kind of like closet rapping or whatever, and wanted to meet as many people as I could. So had a bunch of local guys in, like, just can't even remember now. It was when I was 19. I'm 23 now. But Central Soldiers were some of the people, because they're the people in Pickering doing, like, actually making movements and making good music. So I hit up Explicit and Young Stitch, both separately through MSN. That's how long ago it was, actually. And they ended up coming through the show, hit it off, play their music, invited them back. They kept coming a couple times. Now, eventually, off camera, I was like, yo, do you have a spot I can record my own track set? Because I was recording on a shitty, like, USB mic with like a pantyhose on it. It sounded like shit. So I was like, yo, you guys have crisp sounding shit, can I start recording? So I was going over to Stitches and X's, paying them like 10-15 bucks or whatever to record a couple tracks. And over time, I would get them to come on songs. I would go on their songs. And over time, I just like organically grew, became friends with them, and just ended up joining Central Soldiers probably around like 2010, 2011. Like, this is like a year or two after knowing them. And then ever since then, it's been amazing. This past year's been crazy. Most favorite experiences and biggest accomplishments to date would probably be like opening big shows. Like January of last year was probably my biggest show I've ever done. Until that time, I opened for Killer Priest from the Wu-Tang Clan and R.A. the Rugged Man with the whole crew. So that was the first time I got on stage in front of a big name. Previous to that, I've done like little tiny shows with a bunch of like small local bands. It doesn't really count, but like that was the first time it was eye-opening, because there's people there. I was sharing the stage with somebody I looked up to in music, someone that, like, you know, before meeting I was always a fan of, so that was crazy. And then more recently, like, I think after that, the biggest one was Exhibit. That was in October with Central Soldiers once again. That was crazy, because obviously I'm a huge Exhibit fan. He's a legend. And then I did Mad Child in Peterborough, opened for him. Met him that time. He's a cool guy. Prevail in like December, also a cool guy. Really dope musician too. And then Machine Gun Kelly. That was like probably the biggest show I've ever rocked in my entire life. Like, that shit was crazy. That was at Marquee in Oshawa, and me and Central Soldiers opened for him. There's like 1,000+ people in attendance. The lineups out the door. It was my birthday the same night too, December 13th. So we had like tons of people, and it was just a crazy fucking night. More recently, opened for Swollen Members, like last month. Yeah, and just keeping the ball rolling. Do a bunch of little shows and just never stop grinding. I actually had my first battle ever, like recorded battle anyway, April of last year in Beast Mode. Won that. I won my first 2 battles. Third battle, I went a little hiatus because two opponents in a row flopped out on me last minute. So fuck that. That was bullshit. But yeah, and then I had another one in September of 2012. I lost that. Lost my one in December again, so I was 2-2. I'm 2-2 now. Even though I love battle rapping, you know, it's like the rawest form of hip hop. I think, you know, it's just two guys. It's like being in a fight. It's like being in a fight and you just get to rip someone's head off, and it's amazing. But I've just been focused on the music. But shout out to Beast Mode for giving me the chance, and King of the Dot. I'll probably do a Prove Yourself for Ground Zero in the near future. So look out for that. Music to me is just like the ultimate form of expression, you know. I've always been into like poetry, like writing and stuff like that, and music was just like a natural thing to take my words on a paper to put them in my voice. And you know, like, I've been doing it for a long time. I learned from Central, and just, you know, just getting, what keeps me going is just working with a dope group of guys, you know. Like, everyone on my team is pretty much an established musician that has done amazing things, and I just always have people around me doing great things. So if you surround yourself with those kind of people, you strive to be like that too. And it's amazing, because like, we're all friends. Although it's like, whenever we hop on a track, there's always competition, who's got the best verse, whatever, but it's just like amazing, because everyone's supporting. No one wants each other to fail. So we just have a really good group, and we've been progressing. Like, every day something new happens. Like, we finally have a legit business name established, got a banner. We have our first headlining show ever tomorrow night. And this morning I was with KC's. He did an interview on Rogers TV, so that was fucking crazy, you know, seeing my boy on TV. And just shit like that keeps me inspired and just wanting to become the best I can possibly be, as corny as that sounds. But first off, I want to shout out Lil Foxx Photography for having me out here doing this awesome interview. Obviously, shout out my crew, Central Soldiers, holding me down every fucking day. Want to shout out the Beast Mode group for giving me a chance to battle, doing something different. Those guys support 100%, come out to our shows. Want to shout out everybody who supports me, everyone who shares my shit on Facebook, comments on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate it all, I read it all, I love that. Without that, I'd probably be uninspired and I wouldn't want to do it. So, all my friends and family come out to shows. Okay, so finally I just want to shout out everybody who supports me, everyone who's ever shown love, and just same back. Mad love to everybody. Peace.
Nothing is deserved when you live a life of sin. Hard to be apart from a heart that was in. Hardest but a falls when I had to make the call, cause it's me who took the fall when she cheated with a friend.